So you're coming back, and then at the top of the movement, try to squeeze it just for a 1 count. Hey guys, Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today I put together a workout to help you build a really nice V taper. Now, the reason why so many guys want that look is because it looks fantastic, you know, with your shirt off and with your shirt on. So even though you're just wearing normal clothes, walking down the street, if you have a really good, impressive V taper, it is immediately obvious. So there's 2 things we're going to do. Today's workout is going to help us build the primary muscle groups that make that V taper possible. And that's your chest, your shoulders, and your back. All right. Now, the other thing you need to do to build that V taper is to lose as much fat as possible. Now, that's not what this video is about. I've shot some fantastic nutritional videos. Just look them up right here on this YouTube channel. Use that little search feature, you know, the magnifying glass. Type in nutrition. You might even type in Mark Nutrition. Tons of videos that Gary Walker and I have done that will help you lose the body fat. All right. But today we're talking about a workout that's going to help you build those muscles. So I have 5 different exercises. I'm going to step you through them in just a second. And I want you to shoot for 10 to 12 reps on each exercise. And I want you to do 2 sets of that exercise before you move on to the next one, all right? Simple as that. It's a real straightforward workout. So the first workout is going to target our shoulders. Now you need to pick a light weight because we're going to be hitting our rear delts. And this is called a bent over rear delt fly. Now I'm going to do it with the dumbbells real quick, just a few reps. Then I'm going to put them down and show you without the dumbbells so I can better explain the form, okay? So remember, lightweight, guys. Bend over, hold them straight underneath your thighs, and I'm just going to bring them up and down. So I want you guys to focus on lifting the weight and lowering it back down. No swinging with your upper body. Don't yank the weight up. You pull the weight up. All right? So not only is this getting our shoulders, but it's getting a lot of muscles in our upper back, okay? Our rhomboids, our traps, and our rear delts are all being activated. Now, I'm going to put the dumbbells down. This is the key, guys. Hold your dumbbells so that your palms are facing backwards. When you grab them, I want you to bring your hands out to the side like this. So at the top, your pinkies are going to be facing up towards the ceiling. All right? So if you grab them like this, the dumbbells like this, in a neutral position, and bring them up so that your pinkies are pointing backwards versus up, you're going to be targeting a different part of your shoulder. It still targets your shoulder muscles, but we're trying to hit our rear delts because there's 3 different muscle groups that comprise your shoulders. And just that little tweak with your hand position will change the emphasis on your shoulders. So pick a weight that's difficult to do with good form for 10 to 12 reps. Give yourself about 60 seconds rest and then do a second set before moving on to the next exercise, which I'm about to show you. All right, exercise number 2, as you're down on the ground, we're gonna be doing mountain climbers. And the reason I threw this into today's workout is because it targets your core, right? It helps tighten this up and it helps burn calories. It's going to get your heart rate up. And burning more calories kind of goes along with the nutrition that I talked about earlier in aiding your fat loss, because the less fat you have, the more impressive that V taper is going to look. So mountain climbers, now instead of doing 10 to 12 like the other exercises, I want you to shoot for 15 to 20 reps on each side. All right. So you're going to bring, you know, your leg up, back, and you're going to alternate. And I want you to just count just one side. So I'm just going to knock out 15 for you. And remember, guys, you can do them slow or fast. Just kind of experiment. And after you've done it, just a few sets of these things, you're going to get much, much better. And hopefully you can speed up your tempo. All right, so let's do 15. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Real straightforward, guys. And if 15 to 20 isn't tough enough for you, if you just think that doesn't push you guys hard enough, just bump up the reps, all right? Push yourself. I want you to be slightly out of breath at the end of this, and you're only going to need to rest 30 seconds before you do this same exercise again, because remember, there's 2 sets of each exercise before moving on to the next. Okay, so exercise number 3 is going to target our chest, and if I'm only picking one exercise, and that's all we have time for as far as targeting our chest, I really, really like the incline dumbbell press, okay? So guys, you're gonna have to obviously increase the amount of weight that we were using when we started with those rear delt flies. Chest is a big muscle group. It's a compound exercise, so you're gonna be able to do a lot heavier weight. I'm going light here just to show you the form and be able to talk to you. So pick a weight that's heavy enough that it's difficult to do for that 10 to 12 rep range that I mentioned at the beginning. All right, here we go. All the way down, and nice controlled smooth squeeze to the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now finally, guys, this is not nearly enough weight for me. And if you don't have heavy enough dumbbells at home to really fatigue you once you hit that 10 to 12 rep range, then use the heaviest dumbbells you have, obviously, and then really slow down the tempo, slower than I was going there. All right, so the slower you go, the more time under tension you have on the muscles, and it makes the weights feel artificially heavier than they really are, but you still get the same benefit as lifting a heavy weight. All right, so the 4th exercise, I have you back down on the ground, and once again, we're hitting our core. These are called knee crunches. They're real straightforward, guys, and kind of like those mountain climbers, you're gonna need to do more than 10 to 12 just because of the nature of the exercise. So I would have you shoot for 15 to 20, all right? And guys, I really like to put my hands like this, kind of under my butt and my tailbone, just to make it feel a little better, more comfortable. And start with holding your legs out here just a few inches off the ground. And all you're gonna do is bring your knees up as far as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Starting to burn, man. Those things really work. All right, so remember those knee crunches, do 2 sets. All you need is 45, 60 seconds rest in between. And then the final exercise today is a bent over dumbbell row. So remember, we hit our shoulders, we hit our chest, and now we're finishing up with back. And in between those exercises, we hit our core. All right, so 5 exercises, 2 sets on each exercise, minimal rest in between. All right, your back is pretty strong, so you might need to load up on a relatively heavy weight here, but as always, form is really more important than the weight, okay? So shoot for 10 to 12 reps, bend over, stick your butt out, knees slightly bent, and I'm just gonna squeeze my shoulder blades and focus on bringing those elbows back towards my hip, okay? So I'm bringing the dumbbells up and backwards. you're not coming straight up like this, okay? So you're coming back, and then at the top of the movement, try to squeeze it just for a 1 count. See how nice and slow I'll lower the weights? So the eccentric part of the movement is just as important as the concentric part. So slow up, squeeze, slow down, give yourself about 60 seconds, do that for 1 more set, and boom, you're done with today's workout. All right, so guys, that was 5 really straightforward exercises, but the combination of them target a lot of the muscle groups in our upper body. We didn't hit our biceps or triceps, you might notice, because those are unimportant when it comes to building a wide upper body, okay? Chest, shoulders, and back are what make your upper body look wide. And then of course, low body fat makes that waist look small, and that's what gives you the V taper. And you're not gonna be able to do this overnight, guys. You're gonna have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.